If you look behind the massive, like perfectly synced video walls at a sports bar, you are not going to find a supercomputer.
Right. Definitely no supercomputer.
Yeah, you'll actually find a single 1.2 kilogram box that, well, doesn't run a single line of software. Welcome to our deep dive where we take a stack of sources, whether that's research papers or, technical specs, and extract the most important nuggets of insight so you can stay well informed.
Absolutely.
Today, our mission is to demystify the hidden infrastructure behind those giant composite screens. And we are using a product page for the WolfPack 4K 30Hz 2x2 HDMI video wall controller from HDTV Supply.
So, okay, let's unpack this. How does a single box manage all those screens flawlessly?
Well, to understand how it manages the screens, we actually first have to look at its most surprising feature, which is what it lacks.
The software, right.
Exactly. It features a pure hardware design requiring absolutely no software, no OS updates, no crashes.
It is basically like a Lego baseplate for TVs. You literally just plug it in and it works. Yeah, and what's fascinating here is the visual math based on the specs. It takes one massive 4K input. So that's your 3840 by 2160 resolution. And it mathematically slices it into four 1080p outputs for a 2x2 grid.
But wait, I have to push back on the logic there for a second.
Oh, sure.
Because, whenever I try to split a video signal or even just cast my phone to a TV, there is a very noticeable lag. Doesn't splitting a video signal four ways usually just ruin the picture quality or introduce a ton of latency?
Well, it absolutely would if it were using software processing.
Oh, I see.
Because when you rely on software, the video data has to sort of wait in line while a computer processor calculates how to divide it.
Right, the queue creates the lag.
Exactly. But because it relies purely on hardware rather than software processing, it uses dedicated microchips that physically hardwire the incoming pixel stream directly to the outputs in real time. There is no thinking involved, just physical routing.
Okay, so it's less like a computer calculating a math problem and more like a prism. Yeah, you shine one massive beam of light into it, and the physical shape of the glass instantly splits it into four perfect separate beams without any processing delay.
That is a perfect analogy. And the image maps perfectly across the multiple splicing modes without losing fidelity. But it's not just about resolution. It's also about how it manages the ED-diode handshakes.
The extended display identification data, right?
Yeah.
Basically, the TV is constantly telling the source what kind of signal they can accept.
Spot on. Managing that with four monitors usually requires software, but this controller does it instantly at the hardware level.
Wow. Well, since the hardware handles the video perfectly, how does it deal with the rest of the sensory experience?
That is the big question.
Because I noticed a specific, easily overlooked detail on the spec sheet, the analog 3.5 millimeter audio extraction output.
Oh yeah, that is a game changer.
Right, because if you are in a massive, noisy restaurant, you can't rely on the built-in speakers of four different televisions.
No, you really can't. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this explains why that port matters so much in real-world applications like noisy restaurants or teaching environments.
You have to separate it.
Exactly. Separating the audio from the HDMI to feed a dedicated sound system is crucial. It pulls the audio out before it ever hits the screens.
That makes perfect sense. And honestly, what really gets me is the scale of all this. This controller is like $299.95, but it's just one tiny fraction of HDTV Supply's massive ecosystem.
Oh, for sure. They have so much gear.
They include over 2,000 modular switchers. It's just wild.
It really is.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? It means the awe-inspiring video walls you walk past every day are powered by remarkably straightforward, reliable hardware, not finicky code.
Precisely. Next time you are in a sports bar staring at a giant composite screen, look closer and ask yourself, what other complex digital experiences in our physical world are actually just clever, invisible hardware tricks?